Welcome back to the old paths. It has been known and said that sometimes me and Tanya do crazy things. We may have done another crazy thing. Stay tuned and we'll tell you all about it. Alright, so we're starting out and we went ahead and pulled everything because we didn't have a huge weekend. $358. That's fine, but it's way down off of our normal weekend. But we had 12 orders for $358. So we pulled them all just to do it quicker. We start off with this Marsana. It's like a white noise machine, sleep machine, sound maker, whatever you want to call it. And model 1288A. It sold for $32.99. We have been selling like crazy craft stuff, stamps and stuff like that. So these have started selling again. This was a really good one. It sold for $29.99. That is the sunflower one. So if you see that one, it's definitely worth picking up. Sold a bunch more. I'll just let you pan in on that, Tanya, of these stamps right here. Another 6-pack of these stamps. That sold to one buyer has bought like 6 of these lots so far. So let's call her Woo. We appreciate you so very much for everything you've purchased so far, if you're watching. Then we bought or sold this Elsa Williams cross stitch needlepoint deal. This one sold for 25 bucks, but some of these old deals like this can be really, really good. So don't pass on those every time because they can be really good. Sold a VHS lot. This is Cliff Robertson, Hunters in the Sky, volume 2, 3, and 4, sealed. That sold for $15.99. It did take a long time, and I do have another set in the drawers, but it did finally sell. Still got these all bundled up, but this is some plush, whatever that thing's called, Huggy Wuggy. I'm not even sure what that is. Kind of creepy if you look at him, but there's like 4 of them in there, and that sold for $39.99. One of my favorite sales of the weekend. I picked up like 5 or 6 of these a while back, but these are the old now I don't forget what they're called, laser discs, and these are sealed. These are still brand new, but this is just National Geographic sea animals, and it sold for $39.99. So I like stuff like that. Plus it's easy to pack and ship. Sold another Funko Pop. This one is Sky Clone from He-Man. It sold for $12.99. Glad to get this stuff out of here. Irish Spring Soap, 5-bar lot, sold for $34.99, and it smells really strong in here right now. It smells in here. Sold a Minecraft plush. This is a really big plush, long anyway. It sold for $18.04. That's the Creeper, I guess. I know nothing about Minecraft. And Tanya sold a Biology 101 homeschool DVD. That actually sold for $35. I was surprised by that. And finally, we sold this Boston Red Sox New Era low profile baseball cap for $29.99. If you can find them, that one is brand new, but these will still be worth 20 bucks. So if you can find them for $1 at a yard sale, those are a great find also. All right, here we go, guys. There is our orders for the day. 12 orders for, like we said, $358. Going out, slow weekend, but we will take it. All right, so I said we've been known to do crazy things. I want to show you what we did. So Tanya found this deal on Facebook Marketplace. This company in our town was selling some packaging tape. So they was selling cases for X amount of dollars, whatever it was. And I went in and I just asked him, I'm like, if I bought everything, what would you take? And she made me a good price, and then she actually come off that price even more. But here is what we bought. This is what, $400 and 26 rolls of packaging tape looks like. And get this now, okay, it's not just any packaging tape. It's Scotch packaging tape by 3M. So this is good quality tape. Like, it's well made, it's sticky. You know, sometimes you buy tape on eBay, sometimes you buy tape on Amazon, you buy tape different places and you get not great quality. This stuff is very thick and it's very sticky, so it's a great quality. But we're in it for like 52 cents, 53 cents, something like that per roll, and 426 rolls. Now, I don't know if you know what that means, but what that means to me, this is our normal tape supply right here. I buy 36 rolls at a time. 36 rolls lasts about 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. So we're going through like 16 rolls a month. So 426 rolls is probably going to be enough for like 3 years. So yeah, we're a little bit crazy sometimes. We go a little bit over the top sometimes, but I mean, 426 rolls of tape, it was $240. How can you not? Because when I buy one pack, and I'm not joking, one pack of that tape right there, 36 rolls, will be over $50. It's like $60 by the time I pay for it. And look, I've supported American Bubble Boy for a long time, but anybody that passes up a deal like that is crazy. So we just had to jump on it. Now, I'll still support American Bubble Boy, still buy their bubbles, still buy their other stuff. But yeah, I mean, 426 rolls of tape is going to last us a long time. And it's good for business. So why not? All right, guys. So in way of topic today, I'm just going to talk about making deals like we did with the tape. You know, I said that it can benefit your business. Well, number one, it can save you a ton of money. And I'm sorry about this massive light coming in this morning. We didn't record yesterday like we normally do. We recorded today, which is Monday morning. So the light is bright. But no, if you can save money, that's so paramount in business. You got to figure out how I can save money, how I can make my business work. And your overhead is something that can either be a very strong point in your business or it can be a very disappointing point in your business. So I talk about this sometimes, that our overhead is good. We make about 50% of our money back. Sometimes it's 40%, sometimes it's 55, 60%, but it averages close to 50%, which is very good. I've heard a lot of people say they make 15 to 20, 25% of their money, which 25% is still a good profit. So I'm really happy with 50-ish percent of profit at the end of the day. Cost of goods right now is like 5%. Apologize for the phone. But cost of goods right now is about 5%. And then all of your supplies and such and your eBay fees and stuff like that, it comes up to around 50%. But if you can make deals like that, I just eliminated having to buy 36 rolls of tape about 5 more times this year or so, 5 to 6 more times. So I just saved all that money. But not just that money, I saved it for probably the next 2 years. So, I mean, we probably honestly saved $500 by buying that deal. And it's a better quality tape than what we've been buying, because the tape we've been using, and American Bubble Boy's good tape, but the other tape we had been using is just cheap. It pops off the boxes. It won't stay. That's one reason we went to American Bubble Boy, to try to get to a better tape. So this is a good tape. Scotch tape, 3M, you know, is like one of the top brands in the world. And I looked at a roll of this stuff in the store. One roll the other day was $3, and I'm like, $3. that would have been over $1,300 worth of tape if I would have bought it. And I know it's a little cheaper by the rolls. You know, if you go 36 carton, it's a little cheaper. But if I would have went to the store and just bought a roll at a time, I'd have had $1,300 in that stuff. So $240 is like a steal of a deal, and I'm happy we made it. But any advantage you can find, I won't call them shortcuts because there is no shortcut to hard work, but any advantage you can find, any kind of savings you can find is only going to help your business. And I look at it like this. We spent $240 on tape. We probably saved $500, $600, $700 in the long run. That's $500, $600, $700 we can now invest back into the business side. We can put into sourcing. If we went and spent that $500 on sourcing, we can turn that $500 into $5,000 to $10,000 of inventory. So when you look at it in that kind of light, it's huge, like huge. Now, if you do that just a few times a year, you've just picked up $25,000 worth of inventory. It can be a major, major game changer in your business. So keep that in mind. Try to be looking, because we don't make a ton of marketplace deals. We don't spend a lot of time on marketplace. You know, there's just not that many deals to be had. And this wasn't really a marketplace deal. It was on marketplace, but it was a local Facebook group too. But you can find stuff if you're willing to just kind of keep your eyes open. Sometimes it might be just, you know, at your local store, they put something on clearance. I remember a couple of years ago, the hand wrap we used to use, it was like $5 a roll. It was a smaller roll, but I bought it because it was cheap and it lasted pretty long time. Well, they clearanced that stuff and they put them $1 a roll, and they had like 15 or 20 rolls, and I bought every single one of them because I saved $4 a roll, and that lasted me 2 years. I had to go buy a roll the other day, and it's a big roll and it's going to last a while, but it was like $12, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And you don't think about it until the end of the day. You know, if you buy one of those a month, that's $150 a year. What could you do with $150? Well, I know what I could do with $150. I could turn that into $1,500 worth of profit on eBay. And when you look at it like that, it's a huge game changer. It's all mental. You got to think about, what can I do with that money? $1 ain't much, but if you can turn that dollar into $10 and then turn that $10 into $100, $100 into 10,000, I mean, you know, just it keeps growing, or 100 into 1,000, 1,000 into 10,000. I mean, it just keeps growing and compounding and building and building. So just consider the deals that you make. Try to do your best to spend as little as possible. And I'm all about buying the things I need to make my business better. I will spend money to get things that will help me make money. But at the end of the day, you want to make money. You got to feed your family. You got to take care of your family. You want to have a decent life. I understand all that, and God's blessed us with all that, and I'm very thankful for that. But don't let anybody tell you you're doing wrong either. Somebody kind of insinuated that the other day, like, you know, somewhere, I can't remember, but that, you know, we're taking advantage of people. And I was just thinking, you know, all these people that say that will still go to the store and buy products that are marked up like 200%, 300%. They'll buy it and they'll not complain. They'll just buy it. But those companies are doing the same thing. They're buying low, selling high. They're doing it to make a profit. It's what I'm doing. And you know, we try to be generous at the same time and giving. And that's one reason we do it, is because we want to be that way. And God has blessed us to be able to be that way. And so many of you are that way, just generous and kind and giving. By the way, we appreciate everybody that came over and watched the live. And I'll speak a little bit about that in a minute. But yes, just be very careful with what you buy. It can make a huge, huge difference. All right, so I wanted to just take a minute to just shout out Chris, the old school picker. Many of you probably watched the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast. We went live for our 900 sub celebration. We had about a 2.5 hour live show, the longest show we had ever had, and it was Chris's final show. Chris is leaving the podcast. He is stepping away because of personal reasons. He told everybody, on the show, his father-in-law passed away. They're dealing with lots of things there. Chris is still pursuing other ventures, and the time is just not there. And I totally understand, and I just want to get this out of the way at the front. I understand and I support Chris 110%. We've never fussed about it. We've never fought about it. We're friends. We're real friends. We're not just podcast partners. Me and Chris are still friends. We still live in the same town. We'll still be talking. We'll still be going to eat lunches together. We'll still be doing things together. We'll still be messaging. We'll still be doing all that. And he will be on the podcast as a guest from time to time. That much I can tell you. But he just can't do it full time anymore. And I totally get it. And we agreed right out of the bat at the very beginning, hey, family first. If something comes up, you take care of your family. So I don't just understand, I also commend him for doing what he needed to do. And I will say I'm going to miss him. We had such great chemistry as a podcast that I'm not saying his shoes can't be filled, but there's only one Chris Old School Picker. I'll just say it like that. So whatever you decide to do, Chris, whether it be come back to YouTube one day on your channel, come back onto the podcast world somehow, whether it be here or somewhere else, whatever you decide to do, you got my support. And I love you, brother. All right, guys, I do have one more thing to say. We are not ending the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast. It's not over. It's not done. I am in the process of figuring out what I'm going to do, because right now I'm the one old guy reselling podcast. I'm the only one. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this. Do I want to rebrand the podcast? Do I want to just keep it going as Two Old Guys Reselling podcast? How I want to do it. But I can tell you this, the podcast isn't going away right now. Will it last forever? Nothing lasts forever. I hope to keep it going as long as I can. I'll say it like that. So I'm trying to figure it out. Obviously, probably won't be an episode this week because I'm not sure what to do or which way to go. So it'll probably be a week, maybe 2 weeks before I come back and have a show there. But I do plan on coming back. So just keep your eyes peeled for that, and we'll see what happens. All right, one last final thing I want to mention today. We dropped this big news on the live that we had the other night on the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast. Huge news, exciting news. The Picking the Plateau Reseller meetup is August 2nd. It is official. It is on. This can be the official announcement from the Old Pass channel. If you're going to be in Tennessee, in Crossville, make your plans now to attend the 2024 Picking the Plateau Reseller Meetup. Chris Old School Picker will be there unless something major happens that he can't, which is true of all of us. He's still planning on attending. He's just not going to be involved in the logistical side, the planning and things like that this year. We're taking care of all that, but we are excited. We are looking forward to it. We've already been planning a lot of the stuff out. We'll have some announcement coming in the following weeks about things that are going to be happening. Tickets will be on sale soon. I've got to get all that taken care of and set up, but tickets will be on sale soon. It's going to be very affordable. Honestly, last year we did $25. It'll probably be something relatably close to that this year. I don't anticipate it being more. If anything, it will be $25 or less. Hopefully, we want to make it affordable, but also we can't afford to run this, cash flow at all by ourselves. It's an expensive thing to do, but we want to be able to make it to where you can spend what basically you would have spent if you went out and ate with your family at a restaurant. $25 a person is basically what it costs anymore to go eat anywhere. Last year, Tanya catered the event. This year, Tanya is catering the event again. So everybody that enjoyed the food last year, it's looking good because Tanya is coming back again to cook the food. We have a venue in mind. We went and toured a place, looked at it. It's looking really, really good. We've got so much planned. I can't even express on the initial announcement how excited I am about what's coming. Just stay tuned. And as I said, if you're planning on coming down to Tennessee at 127 yard sale time, why not just come by and hang out with us? There's going to be quite a few already that I know of, pickers and YouTubers attending. I know of several already that have reached out to me before we ever made the announcement that want to come. So we're excited about that. But make your reservations now. If you're doing an Airbnb, if you're doing hotels, motels, there's several actually where we're looking at having it possibly. There's like 2 to 3 hotels right, I think there's 2 right there on that interstate exit, like 2 miles away from the venue. And, like a mile away from 127, 2 miles, something like that. This is wherever we decide to have it, it's all going to be centrally located to it. But the one we're looking at is really centrally located. It's just a couple of miles away from the main road. So not bad at all, but very excited about it. I hope you guys will make your plans to attend. As I said, August 2nd, that's on a Friday night. We're going to have probably, and this is just the initial, we'll probably have a meet and greet where people can come in and just enjoy time to talk before the event, have like a couple hours there, mingling, talking, getting together, spending time together, then have the actual event, have a meal together, do some giveaways, do some other things that we're still thinking of too. And we're excited, so we hope to see you there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for your subscription. We're getting really close to 1,500 subscribers, and I would never thought I would be saying that. We've not even made 20 videos yet. If I'm not wrong, this will be video 18 or 19. So not even 20 videos in under our belt yet, and we've got almost 1,500 subscribers here. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. At the time of recording this, we're 300 hours away from being fully monetized. 300 hours. That is absolutely crazy. So by the time this is recorded and dropped and calculated, we'll be within probably 100 hours. This video to next video will be fully monetized. And I can't express my thanks, Tanya's thanks, for everything you guys do for us. We are so, so blessed, and we so appreciate what you do. So until next time, guys, keep seeking the old paths.